come to the floor today to talk about this $700 billion bill that's in front of us. I use the term bill advisedly because we have seen no bill.
The only way they can pass this bill is by creating and sustaining a panic atmosphere. That atmosphere is not justified. Many of us were told in private conversations that if we voted against this bill on Monday, that the sky would fall, the market would drop 2,000 or 3,000 points the first day, another couple thousand the second day, and a few members were even told that there would be martial law in America if we voted no.
Important that I speak out and say what's on my mind, because I'm not be goddamn if I'm going to leave this country in its fucked up state of affairs to my daughter.
Do you realize how much control you're subjected to on any given day? Do you have any fucking conception of it? Do you realize that from the moment you wake up to the moment you sleep at night, and possibly even while you're sleeping, you are subjected to avenues and methods of control? You have to work. You have to work. It's a must. You have to go. You have to make money. You have to pay bills. These are all methods of control. Work is a method of control because it dictates where you'll be for a certain period of time every day. Now, there are more subtle means of control as well. Advertising. The use of symbols, words, and phrases to control you into consuming. Maybe we need to think about ways to get out from under that control and to try to take back control of our own lives.
Ask yourself, does government care about you? Do they care about your family? Do they care about your future?
You want them to obey your constitutional mandate and secure your borders, and they ignore you. You ask them to enforce your immigration laws, and they ignore you. You say stop the madness of handing $300 billion of a bankrupted treasury to illegal alien welfare, rewarding them for making a mockery of your laws, and they ignore you.
Ask yourself, can people make a difference?
I want you to get mad. I don't want you to protest. I don't want you to riot. I don't want you to write to your congressman because I wouldn't know what to tell you to write. I don't know what to do about the depression and the inflation and the Russians and the crime in the street. All I know is that first, you've got to get mad. You've got to say, I'm a human being. God damn it. My life has value. I want you to get up now. I want all of you to get up out of your chairs. I want you to get up right now and go to the window, open it, and stick your head out and yell, I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not going to take this anymore.
This tells you, this
Please
is a,
move off the interstate.
I will, but I want the public to know this is a prime example of what this state's turning into. Doesn't matter where the state is. We own this.
Thank you.
Either we own it or not. We live in Nazi Germany or not. Do we have the First Amendment or do we not?
For moving off the interstate.
No, you think you own that freaking highway. You don't. You don't own the freaking highway. You don't own it.
In those areas, one of the things you got to address, what do you've got to figure out what to do with all of the debris.
Are you getting a lot of that, Mr. Vice President?
And it's the first time I've heard it.
And you have somebody, George Tenet, acknowledging in his book that he knew that the administration was deceiving the American people into a situation that is murdering young men and women from this country and others, that George Tenet and Dick Cheney and Condoleezza Rice and George Bush et al. Should be in fucking jail. The American people are under the misconception that the oath is sworn to the President of the United States. It's to the Constitution of the United States.
That's right. Yeah.
And they are in violation of the Constitution.
We're not trying to scare kids. This president's foreign policy is what's scaring the kids of this country. Please forgive us for not believing what you're saying. Please forgive the students of this country for not believing what you're saying. Not one thing about this war that has been told to the American people or that has been told to these college students has been true. Not one thing.
If your self-serving Congress were a business, they'd all be in jail now. The biggest traitors among you hold elective office. Only when they feel the almighty wrath of we the people, marching in the streets from California to New York, shouting we're mad as hell and we want our country back, will they get the message they work for you. Wake up, America. While you were playing with the toys of your consumer wealth, you lost much more than your bloated economy of living beyond your means. You lost your representative democracy. Your servants have become your masters. Taxation without representation is tyranny. But still you look to government to solve problems they created in the first place. You're sucking at the hind tit of a dead cow.
Is a heck of a lot of pork, isn't it?
It sure is. It's pretty amazing. You take a bad bill and make it a lot worse, and you get 57 members of Congress switching from no to yeah. So that tells you something about Washington.
That Speaker of the House, third in line to sit on the throne, Nancy Pelosi. Thank you for contacting my office. Congressional courtesy prevents me from replying to your emails if I cannot determine if you are a constituent of mine. Yeah, I kind of anticipated that. Thanks, Nancy. I know you're concerned about me. You're concerned about controlling me. You're concerned about taking my money. You're concerned about raping me over the hood of my truck while beating me on the back of the head with a baton. That's what you're concerned about.
Ask yourself, does government care about you?